Dan, tell us about what the state of Utah is doing regarding pornography and warning labels.
Yeah, so the state of Utah is they've passed an interesting bill here, and this is the first of its kind that we know of that would require a warning label to be placed on pornographic videos, similar to how we see in other products such as cigarettes. That there would be a warning that says this is going to affect your brain in this certain way, and this would be something that would hopefully open the eyes of people that maybe there's something wrong with this. Because as of now, the content is just out there and there's nothing of the sort even remotely attached to it.
Your Faithwire article reports an interesting parallel between public perception back in the 50s and 60s with cigarettes and with pornography in today's culture. Talk about that.
Yeah, well, our writer, Goins-Phillips, actually went back and he kind of took a look at one of these campaigns, which was from Camel. And a lot of people kind of forget this, but it was very common for doctors and nurses to be smoking in hospitals. And my mom told me about that when she was, she would always joke, because being pregnant with me in the hospital and getting ready to give birth, and all the nurses were smoking and stuff. And that was just back in the 70s. So he points out this campaign where they literally would say, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. So the parallel there is that here's a product that we know is damaging to our health, but yet society was completely okay with it. And so there's a very strong, correlation there to pornography. It's becoming, as we've talked about here, a more moral choice in the eyes of many people, especially young people. And so it's just being consumed at incredible rates. And so, but we know the harmful effects it has, what it does to our brain, the sort of, addictive nature it has to it, and not to mention just what it does to our view of women, and destroying families and all the rest. But yet society's pushing it as normal. So very strong parallel there. And then these lawmakers in Utah are trying to follow in the same footsteps that people did, in handling cigarettes.
Do you think other states are going to follow Utah's lead? And how can folks help make that happen, do you think?
Yeah, well, 16 states have already declared pornography a public health crisis. So a good place to start would be, getting, your legislators aware of this bill in Utah and saying, hey, we want to do something similar, and see if you can get sort of some momentum going on it. But the fact that 16 states have already recognized this as a public health crisis is a great basis for taking it one step further.
All right, Dan Andros with Faithwire.com. Thanks, Dan, for your time.